On the way here, I took this deck of cards was sitting on the seat. I took it out and I flipped over one card. And it just came to me, I wonder if there's a connection in this room since I have so many people I know in this room. Is there a connection that I can absolutely show? Think about the deck of cards. There are 52 cards in the deck, am I correct? They're broken into red and white, red and black, red and white, red and black, 4 suits. Now, you can name, I should name a card, but you can name a picture card, but there's fewer than them. It's about 16. And you can name the aces, and everybody names the aces. So you got number cards. A lot of those, 48. I want you to think of one. You got one? You got a suit for that card. And we talked about this before. Now, don't say
No.
yeah. No. Would you name that card?
Out loud. You want
Out loud, yes.
10 of hearts.
Very good. Isn't that interesting? Because when I put these cards together and I was playing them, there was one card and one card only that the back was there. Before we go on, yes, what actually turned out to be a, forget it.
Ain't got the stage hands.
Okay, there are the cards. On the way here, I took this deck of cards was sitting on the seat. I took it out and I flipped over one card. And it just came to me, I wonder if there's a connection in this room since I have so many people I know in this room. Is there a connection that I can absolutely show? Think about the deck of cards. There are 52 cards in the deck, am I correct? They're broken into red and white, red and black, red and white, red and black, 4 suits. Now, you can name, I should name a card, but you can name a picture card, but there's fewer than them. It's about 16. And you can name the aces, and everybody names the aces. So you got number cards. A lot of those, 48. I want you to think of one. You got one? You got a suit for that card. And we talked about this before. Now, don't say
No.
yeah. No. Would you name that card?
Out loud. You want
Out loud, yes.
10 of hearts.
Very good. Isn't that interesting? Because when I put these cards together and I was playing them, there was one card and one card only that the back was there. Can't let men play with boys too. Well, what spiritualism was not part of the American way until the 1800s, the late 1800s. And what I'd like you to do with me is take a trip. We're going to take a trip not of time and place, but of the mind. And during this mind trip, I'm going to tell you about how all of this began. And back in about 1845, 50, there was a family that lived in a town outside of Rochester, New York. Their family was the Fox family. The Fox family had 2 daughters, and those 2 daughters were a little, say, on the mischievous. One was about 13, one was about 15, 16. And one night, they took, after they moved into this new house, they took and tied a rope or string onto an apple. And when they went to bed at night, they pulled the string and the apple would roll across the floor. And the parents would say, what was that? They said, it's spirits in the distance. Well, this happened enough that the parents started to believe it, to the point that they were bringing in the neighbors to see it. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever seen these horror movies? Why is it there's always little girls in these movies? There's always these little scary girls. Anyway, it started out with these two little girls. So they also learned how to pop their big toe. Now in those old days, the houses were made of wood, so when they would pop their toe, the sound would travel through the boards in the house. Nobody could know where it was coming from. And they began to say that the ghost was sending them messages, which was the beginning of talking to those who have crossed over. And so what they said is, what we do is, we do 2 clicks. The ghost will do 2 clicks for yes and 1 click for no. And they began a whole thing with this. I am not going to go through that whole story. I'd like you to look it up for yourself because the stories I tell are true. The parents had enough, sent them away, and they got to their brother and sister who were older. The sisters decide, whoa, I got a good thing going here. She began to do what we call the first seances, and they began to make money, and the money began to roll in. And of course, when somebody starts making money, other people want to get into the game. And that's where you got all of the people that started to be mediums and talking. Now, the thing about this was, there was a man that comes close to you. In that this man heard about this, decided he wanted to be a disciple, and he felt he had a Native American guide. And the guide led him from up in New York down to Florida. And he found the place that the Native American guide told him to set up his city. The name of that city is Pasadena. That is our connection to all of this. But, Angie, I've told you that my mama told me, believe in none of what you hear, and only half of what you see. Consequently, that's the way I feel about what happened with these young ladies. We see 3 ropes. They're all different sizes. 2, 3. But the fact is that like people, if we bring them together of like minds, they become the same. So with this stuff about the spirits, did the chicken come before the egg? Because at this point, what happened was the world turned out to be over 20,000 followers at the time. So why was this? This was because of the Civil War. Happened around the same time. And in those days, if you passed away, your body was put into the ground very close to when you passed. But when you're in the army, like we had the Civil War, which was the first real army, real battle and war we had on this land, people were passing away in far off states. And there was no way to get their bodies back. They didn't even know who they were. And so families hooked on to these people who were mediums, and they tried to use them to talk to their people that had passed on. Now, how could two girls start at 20,000, which is now in the millions and has crossed the sea? How could that happen? What happens to you and I all the time? You see, we watch a commercial and the next thing you know, we want that. We don't know why we want that, but in those commercials are things that are happening that you don't particularly pick up on, but by adding them together, they point you toward a product or service. I'd like to demonstrate that now. I'm gonna ask you to do a little bit of math. And all of us are not gonna end up at the same place, but that's what a commercial is about. I'm gonna ask you to multiply by the letter 9. The letter 9. I am getting better. I'm not nervous at all. By the number 9. So if you have a little concern about math, multiply it by a smaller number, lower number. Okay? That's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to take the number 9 and multiply it by any number from 0 to 9. Now you have a number now. If you ended up with 2 numbers, a double-digit number, just add them together so you only have 1 number. Okay? All right. Now that you have 1 number, subtract 5. That's simple enough. Got it? Now you end up with a number, it should be fairly low. And I want you to match it to the alphabet. So if 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, take it down until you fall where your number falls in the alphabet. Now, think of a country that starts with that letter. European country starts with that letter. We're going to go a little bit deeper. The second letter of that country, use that letter for the name of an animal, a large animal. Now I'm going to ask you, how many of you came up with Denmark and an elephant? Oh. And that's what's on my credit card. Denmark, the Bank of Denmark, and the elephant is his logo. Can we tell fortunes? Can we look into the future? I, for one, don't believe in it. I was taught by Bob that was something interesting. It's not the future, it's things that just haven't happened yet. So when you came in here, most of you had the opportunity to select 3 things on a piece of paper, like in the old game of Clue. Person that did the murder, a weapon, and a place. Each of you had your own choice. Nobody coaxed you into anything, and you placed them in the box. I'm going to ask my friend Time to come up and help. Let's see. Sir, would you come up and open the box? You feel comfortable in coming up front? Yep, you're right there, right by Mark.
Dan's the man.
Now, that's good. So what I'd like to do.
I didn't know how to end. You got that wrong.
He's gonna mess me up now. Please, after all we've done, I want to see what we chose. Would you choose one of those ballots? Just open the side of the box. Now pull the top. Okay. Now lift that up. Now reach in, just take one of them. Thank you. What did you pick? Who did the murder, what weapon, and what room?
The place, I have to pick one of these.
No, it's already
Circle.
picked. Somebody circled them, didn't they?
Oh. Lounge.
Oh, they did it in the lounge. Who did it?
Miss Scarlet.
Miss Scarlet did it in the lounge. And what weapon?
Pick it, a pistol.
A pistol.
Oh, a pistol.
Pistol. I wrote down before we started.
You are a pistol. You better get the 500. You're gonna earn it.
But like it's strange how things that are so ordinary to you can be so scary. Water bottle. Water comes out until it's the end, and that's the end. Most of the time. But have you ever been in a room and saw something move, and you look and there's nothing there? Did it move? I wonder, did we take a look over to a different dimension? Did we just think that something happened that didn't happen? You never know. I'd like to try something in a minute here, but before I do that, it seems like the Fox sisters were the only ones involved in this, but that's not quite true. You see, this became so big that it traveled over to England, and again, two little girls. They happened to be playing in the yard in those country estates and homes in England. And they came in after their parents called them because they didn't come in right away. They were asked, where were you? And they told them we were down at the spring. They said, well, what were you doing? We were playing. They said, well, why didn't you come in when we called you? They said, well, the fairies wouldn't let me come in. The fairies wouldn't let you come in? Yeah, the fairies. We were playing with the fairies. Well, of course, the parents at this point, these kids have a little big imagination. A couple days later, they were called to come into the house. They didn't come right away. They said, where were you and what were you doing? We were playing with the fairies. So the father got to a point and he says, look, there are no fairies. They say, yes, there are. He says, if they are, here's a camera. Now we're talking, maybe the early 1900s. One of them old cameras. So they go out and they come back. They give the camera to their dad, and the pictures are developed. And lo and behold, they took pictures of fairies. That freak pop out. He said, this can't be. So he decided to find out if this was true. He took the pictures and he started to have them analyzed. And nobody could come up with anything but this being a true picture. To the point that a man who was very big in the spiritualist movement, his wife was a medium. His name was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the man who wrote Sherlock Holmes. He came and got the pictures and had them sent to the States and had Kodak take a look at these pictures. And Kodak said, we can't say that they're real. But we know nothing was changed, but we can't tell you that there were fairies. So Arthur went back and he said, here's my camera. Go and take the pictures again. And lo and behold, the girls took the pictures again, and they had fairies in the pictures. If you want to know about that one, and the actual pictures, if you know of the show called now called the Roadhouse, it's not the Texas Roadhouse, Antique Roadshow. If you go into YouTube and look up the butterfly pictures, you will find that they just went a couple of years ago for something like $20,000, $30,000 a piece. Now the question is, was it true? Again, I'm not here to explain anything. I'm here to share these things with you. So if you want to know if they were true, please check them out. But so Arthur Conan Doyle was so big into this, and being as famous as he was, he had a friend called Houdini, Harry Houdini. And all of you know him as the great magician. We who are magicians call him the great escape artist. Two different types of entertainment. But he used to do things that were so unique that so Arthur Conan Doyle thought that he had a spirit, or he was a spirit. Because Harry could put up a wall, put up a drape, and then when the drape fell down, he'd be on the other side of the wall, and nobody could figure out how he got on the other side. And Doyle thought, you are a spirit. You are moving in the spirit. Harry said, I'm not a spirit. In fact, Houdini was so much against spiritualism that he started his own movement to show that they were not real. And the reason why is he was from Hungary. And he loved his mother very well, and as he became famous, of course, he took care of his mother. And he got to a point where she passed. And when he passed, he loved her so much, he went to a medium to see if he could talk to her. And lo and behold, his mother appeared at a medium. And then he said, ask my mother this question. And the medium did and got an answer. And Houdini still said, you idiot. There's no way that was my mother. She never spoke English. So when he passed away on Halloween. And that's another story. And when he passed, he had a word or a statement that he gave to his wife, and he said, if I come back, I will tell you that you'll know it's me from this statement. And when he left, his wife would have a seance every Halloween to see if he would return. And until her death, he never did, and yet magicians every year still hold a seance trying to reach Houdini. One of the things that they do is just called tarot card reading, reading bumps, reading your hands, reading the stars. There's so many ways that we have these connections with the other world. Have you ever heard of an aura? Tonight, I'm going to test my ability to read auras. I have honestly not done this before. I have worked on it. I seem to have gotten it, but you're all friends. If I screw this up, so be it. Okay? what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask Sherry to give the first one to Mike. And then how about the second one? Next, John, the third one. Yeah, no, the lady right there. Then John, and then right next to him is Jack, and then Kathy. Kathy. You have identical bags. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is to hold on to that bag because your aura now is starting to connect to the bag because it's in your hands now. I am going to ask you to go one step further. I am going to ask you to place something in that bag that belongs to you. But I don't want to see it. I am going to try to feel it and see if I can match the aura of the item with the person. I am going to take and put on a mask. I am going to turn around. When I do so, put something into the bag. At that point, Sherry will come and collect them. Once she collects it, she will mix it, any one of you can mix them up once they've been put together. Then I will attempt something interesting. Well, it's another thing you're going to see me without a hat. Okay? Now I'm asking you to place something in the bag. Something that belongs to you. And for you folks who have never heard of auras, it is said that around our bodies there's a rainbow. And part of that aura is seen in many pictures of Jesus when you see the glow around his being. And that is part of a aura, the aura of Christ. Learning to read the aura is no more difficult than learning to read the tarot cards. But it takes a lot of focus and a lot of time, two of which I have little of. And this is going to really stretch me a little bit. How are we doing, Ms. Green?
They are doing an excellent job of mixing them up.
Okay. What is it?
5. Yep,
You ready?
all done.
And everybody left. Oh.
Wouldn't surprise me with that. Kathy, is this on you? Hey, would you take it back? I'm gonna need a drink after this. Whoa. This is even warm. Oh, tip. Oh, paper. John, this is be yours.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Thank you.
Think I have
Thank you.
difficult with that. Oh, this shows better. If could this be yours? Which means the one I have most trouble with is yours. Would you put, you know. Thank you. That was
Who says it?
just about a little over 500 people in the world that I happen to come across recently and learn. But what I'd like to do at this point, last thing, just this thing here is such a unique thing. Anyway. Wait, can I pass this back to you? You can read, can you? Okay, yeah, would you hand this back to Mike for me, please? And what I want you to do is to take a look in the book and see that it's real. Mike is in the back, right there. You! Yes, you!
Oh, you picking on me?
No, I'm not picking on you. The reason why I chose Mike is he keeps me straight, and anytime I'm somewhere, he starts screaming, "You idiot, what the hell?" I'm thinking, where's that coming from? So now it's my turn. Now, anyway, it's in a book, a real book.
Yes, it is.
It has all different words in it. They're not the same words on the same page, and it reads as a book, right? What I'd like you to do is to turn to any page in that book.
See, it is a book.
Yeah.
Really, I do need new glasses. This is the first page I turned to. This is not right.
Is that right? What I'd like you to do is to turn to a page, take a look at the page, and I'd like you to select a word. Mike and I have become
Bill.
friends. Don't tell me what it is. Pick a big word, don't tell me what it is. Okay? Put it in your mind, focus on that word. Okay? Don't say what it is. We've become friends for some time now. I'm wondering.
There.
Jimmy. What's the first letter of the word he's thinking of? R. Is it an R? That's why you're not up here tonight. What's the first letter of the word?
Hey.
Oh, I want you to think it. I'm sorry, think it.
Oh, you didn't tell
All right,
me.
all right, all right, all right.
What?
The rest of the word, just keep it in your mind.
Hi.
Just keep it in your mind. You know, it's really having a little problem with this thing. It's something about separation. 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 It seems that's really one word, but it's like two syllables or something. And 2 syllables? Yeah, 2 syllables. You're not making this easy, sir. Is there a P in it? Is P in the word? P is in. Is it apartment?
Oh, my God. How did you figure that out?
Yes! Yes!
Now, we ain't gonna drink anymore.
Folks, thank you. That
That, unbelievable.
I'm going to do something now. That I'm going to ask someone to come up and help me. Annette, if you don't mind. No, I mean serious. I won't bother you then. I won't bother you. No, just sit there a second. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a deck of cards and I'm going to ask you to choose a card. We're going to show that card to everybody. Normally, as you've seen, I've been able to somehow pull the information out of people within the room. What if we go outside the room? And if we not only go outside the room, let's use a phone and call someone we do not know. Neither one of us, no one in this place knows, and ask them to name a card, the card that you chose. Okay? So would you come up and tell me when to stop. Here's your card. Take it. You can take the card. Hold. You can show it to everyone. What's the card? What's the card? What's the name of the card?
I have to tell you?
Yeah. I mean, when you find this person.
9 of hearts.
9 of hearts. Let me get my telephone. Just pick 3 numbers. We won't worry about the air code. Just 3 numbers. Okay. Would you pick 3 numbers? You want to pick 2?
Sure.
You want to pick 2? Does anybody recognize that in any way?
Yeah, good.
All right, well, I'm going to turn it on. We're going to hit the button.
Hey y'all, you've reached Laura Joe. I'm not in right now. Leave a message and I'll call you back.
I don't give up easy.
Not many people answer the phones these days.
Okay, let's try it one more time. 1 pumpkin, 3 letters. Okay. 3. 2. 2 more. This is so exciting. You do all the talking.
Hi, I'm here with the magician, and we have selected a card and would like for you to name the card that I've selected.
What? Is this a joke?
Nope, I'm here with
Trying to
a,
sell me something?
nope, I'm here with a bunch of people. We're at Hidden,
Where's here?
we're at a restaurant called Hidden Treasures, and we're in Flagler Beach, Florida. Where are you?
You're in Florida.
Yeah.
It must be nice down there.
Yeah, it's a little cold. Oh, you're freezing.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks for calling me from Florida, but do I know you?
no, we're at a magic show and I pulled the card and it's in my hand and I'm wondering if you can tell me what that card is.
But you're Florida, Michigan. How do I know what card you're holding?
You have to guess.
This is really weird.
Just give me a card.
You're not gonna try to sell me something?
No?
Well, I don't play cards, so I don't know much about it.
Well, you know, it starts with an ace and it ends at a king, so somewhere in between. Just give me a card and a suit. Come
My
on.
lucky number is 9.
And what's the suit?
The suit. So there are 4 suits, right?
Right.
I know there's red and black. Well, you
Diamond.
sound like a really sweet lady, so I'd have to say hearts.
All right. Thank you very much. You're very kind. I appreciate it.
Can I tell you?
What's that? You want to go on a date?
Something.
No, you don't, but I appreciate it, and you're a good sport. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm the Mystic Mel. Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna have a story to tell at the factory on Monday.
Yeah, you will. All right. Bye-bye. Bye.
Get down.
I'm sweating now. Even though I joke a lot with this, there is a serious side. I'd like to share with you a story. I've had many events in my life that I can't explain. To many of you know that there's no reason for me to be here. I was on a motorcycle ride, and the guy right behind me was hit by another biker and killed. I've had 3 heart operations and a stroke. I've seen a lot of stuff doing all this, but the things that mean the most are things that actually affect how I see the world. Back in the 80s, around 1984, I was transferred from Philadelphia to Minnesota. And I know what some of you are saying, you didn't know there were any black folks in Minnesota. Well, they aren't. I live in Florida now. It was such a different place, different skills that I needed. My only comfort was in a bottle. And I began to drink. And I don't mean just drink. I became an alcoholic. It was the only way I could face these people. I didn't know them. They had names I hardly pronounced. They were very family oriented. I was a single man. And it got more and more to the point that one morning I got up and I went to the refrigerator and I got a bottle of wine, first thing in the morning, as soon as my feet hit the floor, and I poured myself a glass of wine. And just as I was about to pick it up and drink it, a voice as clear as you hear me now said, "Boy, I did not raise you that way." And it was the voice of my grandmother. Now, most of you will say, "Well, was it from beyond?" Hell no, grandmother was still strong and living in Philadelphia. I have no idea how she pulled that. But she got her point across. I stopped drinking. And I stopped drinking for over a year, maybe a year. And now my friends will tell you every January, right after New Year's, I stop drinking. And I don't go until my birthday, the end of March. I never again want to be controlled by a bottle. Now I'm sure each of you has had some type of experience similar to that. But let me explain this to you. For you who don't believe in this other side of life, have you noticed all religions that I know of do? Do you know of a religion that really doesn't believe there's something else? Now, if you want to come to my church on Sunday, you'll see something else. Because when that spirit hits, anything can happen. I've seen walkers thrown in the air. I've seen people doing the snake across the floor, and then when it's time to go home, they have to put them in a wheelchair. I mean, it's all kinds of strange stuff. So I'd like to know if at this time, before we call it quits, I've shared one of mine. Did anybody have one they would like to share? Something that we can really hook onto and say. We may not be able to explain it, but it's part of life. I hope that you've had a good time this evening. And if you have, I hope you can do it again.
Make beer out of it.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.